Hey, what's going on, you guys? How's everybody doing out there, man? I hope everybody's having a great time and a great day and all that good stuff, man. And, you're getting your day going, you're getting the day started, and it's just, it's amazing, right? And so, I want to tell you you're listening to and tuning into the Antidote podcast, where we're going to talk about things that help push you to your next level in business, leadership, and in life. And so what I want to talk about, and as you see my title, it says, use the hammer right. Like, a lot of times, I know I'm just really just jumping into the topic, man. I'm just super excited about what I'm about to say, but I just want to just really get into and talk to you about it. But a lot of times, we have tools in our toolbox, and we use it wrong, right? Everybody knows what a hammer is. Everybody knows that the hammer, you can use the hammer for putting in nails. You can use the hammer to bend something. You can use the hammer just for anything, just about anything. When in doubt, grab a hammer. The hammer can help you build. The hammer can help you destroy. But a lot of people think that, I know I say a lot of people, but I shouldn't say it like that. But what I've seen is that a lot of people, when they do use the hammer, they use the hammer wrong. They actually really hold the hammer wrong. And the reason why I say that is this is because we saw somebody holding a hammer, or we saw somebody use a hammer, and we expect that we got it. Like, literally, that the moment we grab it in our hands, we know exactly what to do. But I want to say this, is that sometimes we see where people grab the hammer the wrong way, and they're not using the right force, or using the right, you can say inertia, not using the right inertia to actually generate enough power to drive, break down, build, or destroy, right? And so when it comes to things that we're doing in life, when it comes to things that we are trying to accomplish in life, a lot of times we have information, but we not using the information the right way. We're reading books. We're gaining that knowledge. We're gaining that thing to push us to that next level. We're watching videos. We're listening to podcasts like this, and we're gaining that information, but we're actually not using it in the right way. Using it the right way where we need to, the right way where we have to make it happen. And so what I'm saying to you today is this, is that as you begin to build your business, as you begin to get into leadership positions, even deal with your relationships, understand sometimes the right information in the wrong hands becomes dangerous. And so if you are gathering information or reading these books or getting things out of what we're saying from podcasts and stuff like that, and you are not taking in consideration the depth of what we're saying, or you're not using it the way we're telling you to use it, understand you will become super dangerous. You will become a person that sounds great. Sounds great around people who don't understand. Sounds great around people who don't read. Sounds great to people who don't listen to podcasts. Sounds great around people who don't value personal development. You sound great to them, but when you get around people who value personal development, who value information, who values time spent to invest in themselves, you sound dangerous. And the worst thing to do is get into that space, and you're trying your best to make sure you communicate the right way. You're trying your best to make sure that you're saying the right things, but you are actually sounding, I guess you could say, dumb, but you're smart. And I know those two don't go together, but you're dumb smart. And that can hurt you. That can hurt your image. That can hurt the person that's listening to you. And so this is what I want you to understand and I want to give you these 2 points about using the hammer the right way, is that when you have the right information and you use it the right way, your force is amazing. It's amazing. Like, you can drive a nail with a hammer if you're using it the right way faster than anybody who's just using it the wrong way. Like, literally, if you're gripping the hammer way up towards the neck of the hammer, towards where the metal piece of the hammer is, if you're gripping it there, you don't have enough force, no matter how big your muscles is, no matter how strong you can lift weights or whatever, you don't have enough force to drive a nail as fast as it needs to go. If you go to the middle of the hammer, you may have just a little bit more strength, or you create a little bit more force, but it's still not enough. But when you grab to the end of the hammer and you actually do not work against the hammer and actually allow the momentum and allow your wrist and allow the force and allow the swing and allow, all those different things happening at one time, going one motion, you generate enough power to drive that nail quickly, faster, and even stronger than you ever could imagine or you ever seen. And so when it comes down to information, when it comes down to building, when it comes down to setting yourself up and setting yourself apart and setting yourself to that place, this is what I am saying to do. The first thing I want you to do is understand your grip. And what I mean by that, when I say understand your grip, meaning understand your understanding. When you get information, when you get there where you're connected, when you get to where you are listening to people, or you get in there and listen to influencers, and getting there and listening to podcasts and all those different things, I need you to understand what you understand. That means go deeper than deeper of what you're getting. Unpack that information. Unpack that information through a filter where you can process that thing. Push it through, a filter that's built for your life. Don't push it through the filter of somebody else's life. Push it through the filter that's built for your life, but push it through that filter so that you can get to the good part. You know what I'm saying? It's like sifting flour, right? When you sift flour, you're getting to the fine parts, but you're getting to the good part of flour. So continue to push that through that sifter so that you're able to understand what you're understanding. And then once you get that understanding, I promise you this, is that it will drive into you deeper, and it will drive into you stronger, and it will get into your system to the point that you're moving and making an impact that is super amazing. And you be like, wow. It moves you quicker to the point where you need to go. It moves you quicker to where you need to stand. Yes. Let me see. Is there a cheer button on here? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There go a clap button. Let's get a clap on what I just said right there. Okay. I just want to get a clap on that one right there, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that was some deep stuff. And, if you don't ever get anything out of this podcast, really get that out of the podcast. Understand what you understand. And so that you can move as faster and stronger and harder in the direction that you're desiring, the direction you're going, in a great and mighty way. And so the second thing I want you to do with using the hammer the right way, when you gather information and gain that knowledge, is understand how to use it when you're in a place of influence. And it's especially for our leaders. If you're in a place of influence as a leader and you've gathered information, you got information to make your team better. You got information to make yourself better. You got information to make things stronger and moving in a mighty way in the direction that you're destined to go to. Understand that I want you to respect the influence, because respecting the influence helps you to deliver the message, one, in a simple way, but two, in an effective way. See, when you don't respect the influence, when you don't care about the influence that you have, and you just like, I'm just going to just hurl out directives, or I'm just going to push out what I want to push out, and I just want to say what I want to say because now I have the position, I can say whatever I want to say, and people are going to respect it. You become very dangerous, and you become very hated. Yeah, your people are going to hate you. But you hinder what could possibly happen and the momentum that could be generated by your team, by your business, by your family. You hinder that because you're not respecting that influence. And what I've seen, especially with leaders, is that when you don't respect that influence, you think you can do a thing, but then when production needs to happen, or when the rubber meets the road, when stuff hit the fan, this is where the challenge is going to come. And now you got to rally up not only your ideas, not only your efforts, but you got to rally up those you lead and get them moving in the direction that you need them to move in so that they can increase. But guess what? It's going to be so hard. It's like you grip the hammer next to the metal part, and you try to put a nail down. You try to bang the nail through the hole, through the wood, and it's not gonna happen. And so, before you get to that point, and before you experience that point, and before you make it to that point, and before you have that point to happen in whatever it is that you're doing, I need you. And I'm using the word I need you. I need you to respect that influence. Respect that influence. All right, you guys, man. I want to thank you guys for listening to my podcast. I want to thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you got deep nuggets on that. I hope you got some great nuggets on that. We will bring back the music, the intro, all that different stuff. I'm trying to fix that, get that going. We will bring all that back, man, have it more exciting, have it more upbeat, up-tempo. But this was more of a, in-depth kind of hear me put this out to you guys, man. So if you like this podcast and you like what I'm saying and you like what I'm putting out there, make sure you guys go ahead on and just share this out. Tell as many people as possible. And let everybody know, the Antidote is here doing this thing, man. And I want to just love on you in a mighty and great way. And so leave comments and leave all the good stuff. So let me tell you how to follow me. You can follow me here on Spreaker. You can follow me on Spotify. You can spot me on iHeartRadio. What? We there. You can follow me on Instagram at speaker_Lawrence. Follow me on Twitter at I Am Law Jr. And then you can follow me on Facebook at Lawrence Thompson. Make sure you hit me up. Make sure you let me know how you feel about this podcast. And if you got things that you want to say to me that, that might be questions or something that I can do better or something I can say better or something you didn't understand, I do not oppose feedback. I love feedback. I think feedback is great. So send me your feedback and let me hear what you got to say. All right, you guys, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. And I thank you for listening to The Antidote. I'm about to end the wrong way. Let me end the right way. This is your boy, Lawrence Thompson. Thank you for listening to The Antidote. And I'm going to sign out like I always do. We may not be the solution, but we will be the antidote. I'll see you guys later. Peace.